Should I do the stereotypical sketchbook YouTuber and like throw my sketchbook down? Hi everybody. This is not a sketchbook tour. I've been promising on my community tab like for ages now that I'm gonna do a sketchbook tour. And I have reasons for why this isn't a sketchbook tour. We'll get to those later. But unfortunately, yeah, this is not a sketchbook tour. I just want to draw. I want to draw more doodle. And I've been saying that I'm gonna make a YouTube video for like literally a year now. So, you know, I kind of just gotta get up off my butt and actually do it. So I figured, you know, why not draw with me? This is the newer sketchbook. This is my sketchbook number 2. And I'll give you like I'll give you a tour of the pages that I actually tolerate. A lot of these you've probably already seen if you're on my TikTok. So yeah, it's nothing really new. But yeah, you know, I need to actually talk. Like that's I need to actually speak if I'm gonna film. I've been putting off making a YouTube video for a really long time, and I don't really have a reason for it. I do have a reason for why this isn't a sketchbook tour. When I originally promised that, like when I hit 1,000 followers on YouTube and 1,000, or not, how many did I have on TikTok? I had like 4,000, maybe under that. But yeah, when I originally promised the sketchbook tour of like my sketchbook number 1, my art was butt booty ugly. Like my art is just bad. If you scroll back on my shorts on this channel, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look like what my art is now. So it feels like disingenuous to post a sketchbook tour of like art that doesn't reflect my art now. Like my art from a few years ago looks nothing like the way that I draw now. So I feel like it'd be almost like fake to post a sketchbook tour with art that just like doesn't reflect my standards, you know. If you guys are still interested in it, like I will, but it just doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel like the content that you guys would expect from me, though my poor YouTube following probably wouldn't expect anything from me because I'm never active on here. God, I like barely post on YouTube, and I'm so sorry if you hear my AC. But yeah, I just never post on YouTube, and I don't really have a reason for it. Like, I don't know. I think I'm intimidated by YouTube more, which is like strange because there's really not much to be intimidated by. I feel like a lot of the people on YouTube are a lot more nice than the people on TikTok. Like, I have not had nearly as many hate comments on YouTube as I have had on TikTok. I mean, but then again, like TikTok is a cesspool. But like, I don't know, like every time I'm on YouTube, I just feel a little spooked, a little put off. So I feel like I avoid posting on YouTube, and then instead I just go to TikTok, which, I don't know, kind of makes sense. That's kind of where I have the largest following at the moment. But I don't know, I want to post on it. I want to be a YouTuber. If you told younger me that like I would have 2,000 followers on YouTube and like I would have people who followed my art, like I think I would have died on the spot, because I don't know, it's just always been my dream ever since I was like a young little itty bitty baby to be like an art channel, you know, to have like a YouTube channel. I feel like that's a lot of like little kids' dreams. Also, part of me feels like I don't have the personality for YouTube. Like, I don't know, I've just been falling really flat lately. Like, I'm not as funny as I usually am. I swear I'm funny, guys. I swear I'm a funny guy. I've just been in such like a funk with my humor, with my art. I have like horrible, nasty, disgusting art block right now, and it is killing me slowly. Like, I genuinely am suffering so bad. Like, this sketch took so many restarts and so many retries, and I don't even like the finished product. Like, not even gonna lie to you, I don't even like the finished product. But I don't know, I like can't keep, if I don't make art, it's just gonna get worse, you know? I need to draw more men. I feel like I only draw women, you know? But I do feel like women are easier to draw. Maybe it's women are more interesting to draw, which isn't really true, because like, I feel like the only reason women are more interesting to draw is because we very much limit men creatively, you know? Like, men are told that they shouldn't look feminine, but feminine clothing is so much more interesting than men. So like, I don't know, maybe the reason I don't draw men is because I think men's clothing is boring. But also they're just like, I don't know, I just feel like they're harder to draw. I just feel like every time I draw a man, I struggle, and I don't like struggling when I make art. So I don't draw men, but I feel like I should, you know, because I'm not gonna get practice if I don't. But yeah, I don't know. I like how it looks. I like how English. I like how the line art is going so far. It really sucks that I'm gonna cover it up in like 2 seconds with acrylic marker. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm not doing any alcohol marker on this page, which is like actually kind of killing me inside a little bit. But if I put alcohol markers on this page, it's gonna bleed onto the drawing in the back. I feel like I always struggle to fill out my sketchbook pages too. That's another thing. Like, I always draw in the middle of the page, which is why I'm like trying to not do that here. I'm trying to have like one drawing here, and then I don't know if I'm gonna put something here. I think I'll decide that after I color her. But yeah, I don't know, what else do I have to talk about? I feel like I'm a really boring person. Tomodachi life. We could talk about Tomodachi life. I made my island, and it's a creepypasta island because I'm 12 years old. But yeah, I added all my creepypasta OCs, and then I was like posting on my story like, oh, who do I add? And a ton of my mutuals were like, oh, you should add my characters. So I'm like, okay. And now I just have like an island full of my mutuals OCs and my characters and fucking Tiki Toby creepypasta. Yeah, I don't know, it's really fun. I have always been a fan of me games. I've always been a fan of Miitopia. Like, Miitopia was a banger game, and so many people slept on it, and I had such a good time. Like, when Miitopia was out, I was a whimsical, joyous person, you know? Like, I was on top of the world with Miitopia. I don't know, Tomodachi life is fun, but I also feel like it's a little bit less fun when you don't have a Switch stylus and you're like kind of limited creatively. I'm not a finger artist, and I refuse to ever be one because art is already so hard on my hands, and I can't imagine having to just use my finger like that. All power to finger artists because they are genuinely admirable. There is nothing more powerful than a Ibis Paint 12-year-old finger artist. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get back into Inscription. Like, low-key, I've been really missing Inscription. I've been wanting to draw Leshy and Grimora. I don't know, I'm having having visions of like Leshy as Dracula from the original 1970s, I think 70s, 1970s Dracula, and Grimora as I don't know if they changed her name in the movie, but her name is Lucy in the book. And there's a scene between like Dracula and Lucy. And I really want to draw Grimora and Leshy as that. I don't know, I'm just a huge fan of Dracula. I think I just want to draw Dracula fan art, if I'm being honest. I as a certified Dracula nerd, the Nosferatu movie was actually probably the closest to a book adaptation of Dracula there's like ever been. Like plot wise, appearance wise, definitely not. No, I don't think there's ever been a single Dracula that has gotten Dracula's appearance like genuinely accurate. As much as I love Bela Lugosi's Dracula, I mourn, like I want Silver Fox mustache Dracula so bad, and we as a society are not supportive enough of that. Okay, I need mustache Silver Fox graying lonely gay Dracula. Like that's what I need in order to be a happy, healthy member of society. And it hasn't happened, and I'm miserable because of it. But yeah, like plot wise, Nosferatu is very accurate to the original Dracula, and that was a huge, probably my favorite ever vampire movie because of the fact that it's so accurate to the original Dracula. I think I want to give her like mouth patches. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've been lacking on. Actually, I'm wrong. I was gonna say I feel like we've been lacking on good vampire media lately, but that's not true. I just feel like there's not an abundance of it. Like Sinners and Nosferatu were both really good. Actually, I haven't finished watching Sinners. I started it and I wasn't able to finish it because I got sidetracked. But from what I've seen and from what I've heard, like it's one of the best movies currently out. So like, you know, that's a win for vampire media, but I just wish we had more, you know, like I miss when vampires are such an overused trope. Now I feel like they're underused, and it makes me mad on a personal level. Because there's so much you can do with vampires. They're such like a versatile concept, and I don't see anybody using them. Like, PP off, PMO. I don't know, what else can I talk about? I got sidetracked on ranting about vampires. Inscription, that's what originally brought me here. I love Inscription. Inscription is, if you watch my Q&A video, which I'm offended if you haven't, what are you doing? Go watch it. You should totally go watch it and hype it and like and subscribe or whatever. But if you watched my Q&A video, I mentioned Inscription. Like, Inscription is my probably #1 all-time favorite game, because it's just so well written, and like, I don't know, that and Shipwreck 64 I think are two of the most well written pieces of, like, I would consider Inscription a horror game. I would. But yeah, they're like the two most well written instances of horror that I think I've played. Those are some good indie games, like Inscription and, is that smudging? I don't think it is. It might be. If it is, bulb. Oopsie. I don't wait for my fineliner to dry. But Inscription and Shipwreck 64 are two really well-written horror games. If you want like a good psychological horror, or like just an unsettling time, definitely play Inscription. But if you want like genuinely to feel like gut-wrenching fear, play Shipwreck 64, because my god, is that game scary. And I would say like play it yourself, because I feel like a lot of the time Let's Players just get it wrong. Like they don't get what's going on, they don't get the story, and like it's so easy to just write off the complex writing as like, well, this character's evil. It's like, no, there's layers to it, you know, there's depth. There are layers like an onion to Shipwreck 64, and I feel like every single Let's Player I've ever watched play it has just written it off as like, Bucky Beaver is evil. And it's like, think critically, please, please. I like indie games a lot. Like I like underground games, and I don't mean indie like, you know, FNAF or like Poppy Playtime. I like smaller games. Like I love, this makes me sound like such a pick-me. I feel like I'm sounding like a pick-me girl, but I love Great God Grove and like Hugo Limbo's work, which you should totally go check out because it's really good. I like smaller indie games. I like games that have very small communities, because a lot of the times I feel like, one, you get better recognition there. You know, like if you're in a small games fandom, everybody knows each other. You know, it's like living in a tight-knit community. Like everybody there knows each other, and it becomes a really fun place because like you get to mutual people that like the same things that you like, and everybody knows you and you know everybody, and it's like a very nice, fun, niche little time, and you don't have to worry about like big scandals most of the time, because I mean, who's gonna be scandalous? There's like 3 people in the fandom, you know? Fandom's so small you could fit on a bus. So I know, I'm a fan of it, but I also like kind of hate it, because then you get no content, you know? Like the game has like under 5,000 followers, 5,000 players, and like the devs are active every once in a blue moon on like Tumblr or like the bowels of Twitter or like Blue Sky, you know, and like you don't get as much content as you'd like to get because the fandom is so small and like there's so little reach. So it kind of sucks. It's great, but it also sucks butt. I love this color. It's like a really pretty skin color. I will say, my AC came on again. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I will say, for all of my compliments of Artex, I really do love Artex markers. They're really good quality, and I think so far I've had like a few issues, but nothing that's like, I'm never buying from this company again, you know? But for all my compliments of Artex, I really hate that they have so few skin tones, and I really hate that you have to buy like a separate skin tone pack, because I feel like a lot of the browns in this set are just very gray, you know, like they're just very gray browns, which makes it really hard to color dark skin, and that kind of sucks, you know. I really don't like it when you have to buy like a separate skin tone pack, because that should be a feature, you know, like I don't know, it just bugs me, because like then you have to pay extra money for something that I feel like you shouldn't have to, you know. You should be able to just have darker skin tones, or like good browns, not gray browns. This color, I'm a huge fan of orange. People don't take me seriously when I say that my favorite color is orange. Like that's, I don't know, I feel like I've experienced a level of like denial whenever I'm like, oh yeah, I like the color orange, like the color orange is my favorite color. Like I feel like people get really aggressive about it. I've had a lot of people like try to fake claim my favorite color being orange, and I've had people being like, I remember it was this one time I go to I go to a support group, and I was talking with somebody there. I think they were like either in a younger group or in an older group, but like, point is I'd never met them before, and you know, we're talking because group hasn't started and we'd run into each other. And you know, just like, what else do you have to do? You're just standing around like waiting for group to start. So yeah, you make conversation with people. But we're talking and I was like, oh yeah, like my favorite color is orange. And they paused and they laughed and they go like, what, did you just pick like a color that nobody likes so that you seem special? Okay, so first of all, like, hello, the level of aggression was kind of insane. Like, they had a nasty attitude about it, and it was the point where, like, I kind of looked at them for a second, I was like, oh, and then I walked away. But, like, what do you mean? Like, no, I'm not picking my favorite color to seem different. Like, I like the color orange, and that's so hard for people to believe. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, do people think orange is really a gross color? Because I don't think it's a gross color. I think it's really pretty. Like, orange is like a warm, welcoming color. When I think of like happiness and joy and warmth and love and light and whimsy and glee, okay, orange is what comes to mind. And, you know, y'all can hate. Y'all want to be like, orange is nobody's favorite color. It's mine, you know? Orange is like a different kind of whimsy than the, you know, like, I feel like blue and purples are very like wizardy, whimsical colors, but like orange is like frolicking around in a field, like going to the thrift store, sweat and warmth in summer, and like, orange is just great. Orange is a great color. I love orange. I want to play Fear and Hunger. We can talk about that. I want to play Fear and Hunger. But I don't know. I feel like I hear a lot of people talk about Fear and Hunger. But I don't actually know anything about it. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like these memes that are like, oh, when you hear about a fandom that you're not a part of, and you just have to like sit around and like be afraid. Like, everything I've heard about Fear of Hunger just makes absolutely zero sense to me, and I've heard nobody talk about like the actual story. Is there an actual story? Like, that's kind of my, I know there's characters, but like, I don't know, I've just never heard anybody actually talk about like the story. I just hear like outlandish things about the game. So I don't know. Part of me wants to play it to like actually know what is going on, but another part of me is like, I don't want to spend money on it and hate it. I just wish people would like actually talk about the story of the game. Like, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Bad boy. Ooh, that's a nice orange. That's like a yellowy. I like that. I approve of that. I'm gonna use that on her earring, I think. I hate it when I get eraser shavings like in my acrylic paint. It really pisses me off. PMO, 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 PMO. I might use that on her eyes too, I think. Maybe. I don't know what else have I been wanting to play. My girlfriend got that one, like, rubber hose detective game. What's it called? I don't know. But I know that, like, the main character's name is Pepperjack, which is, or no, Jack Pepper. And, like, backwards it's Pepperjack, and he's a mouse. And I think that's funny. But she hated it. Like, she got it, and then immediately she's like, she texts me and she goes, this game is so ass. And I don't know, I was really excited to play it because it seemed like such an interesting, it looked really artistically, like, really nice. I love games that are like rubber hose. Like Bendy and Cuphead are just visually stunning. But like, I don't know, if she doesn't like it, I feel like I probably won't like it. So I feel like I shouldn't play it, but at the same time, I want to play it, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I'm just like I'm too stingy with my money, I feel like. Because, I don't know, I don't want to waste my money on something that like I don't like, you know? Because then what? Like, then I've wasted money on something I don't use or I don't like, and I feel stupid. Did that add anything? I feel like that's barely distinguishable from the... maybe. So sorry if you could see my hair there. I actually don't know if my hair was in the shot for that. Speaking of hair, actually, I have... maybe I'll put my Sona doodle here. I have a doodle of my Sona from when I had my... well, definitely won't fit. But when I had my blue and pink hair, I did a doodle of my Sona for like Valentine's Day, I think. I think that's what it was. But it's butt booty ugly, and it's just been sitting on my desk for like actual months, waiting to be glued down, and I haven't. So I have to find a place for that. I have to find a home for that drawing. I've already used. Did I put that back? I already used that, did I? I don't know if that's a different color. I don't know anything, actually. Don't listen to me for anything. So I might add that to the hair. Like, I genuinely might add that to my hair. I don't know. Just want to find like a good shadow color for her skin. That could be a good outline color. I've already used it though. I think I've already used it. Oh, I haven't. Those feel a little bit too dark for like the color that she has. I could do that for like, I could do that, maybe. Perhaps. What else do I have to talk about? I do have something to talk about. I got Death of the Family. I've been trying to like, okay, I can like sense myself wanting to get into Batman. Like, I want to be a Batmaner. There's gotta be a name for the fandom. I want to get into Batman because my dad is very into Batman, and I have a lot of friends that are very into Batman, and like I hear a lot of good things about Batman, and kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier with like indie games. I feel like being into Batman, there's like a wealth of content, you know? Like, I'm never gonna have no content in the Batman fandom. But I also like don't want to get into Batman because I feel like it's really embarrassing at my grown big age to be like, yeah, I'm reading Batman comics and I like Batman, you know, like, I don't know. At the same time, you know, like, to be cringe is to be free. So like I feel like I should be free. And you know, like, nobody in my life is gonna judge me if I get into Batman, but I'm gonna judge myself if I get into Batman. But I got Death of the Family, and I'm reading Death of the Family, and like, I think I actually am gonna go over these collarbone highlights and make them shadows instead. Yeah, it's really good so far. I will say, this is just me nitpicking because that's what I do. Like, I'm a nitpicker. I really hate it when Harley Quinn is like not as crazy as the Joker is. Like, that might be my niche my niche problem, you know, like might only be a me problem. But like, I feel like she's never as crazy as the Joker. She never matches his freak. She's always like, where's my phone? Oh, it's right there. She's always like submissive, and I feel like every time the Joker is crazy, Harley Quinn has to has to suffer because of it. You know, it's like Death of the Family Joker is like really, you know, he's really cool. He's got his face like torn off. He's #epic. But like they kill off Harley Quinn, and that just feels so like dumb, you know. I wish there was an iteration of like super emo, edgy, scary Joker and super scary, emo, edgy Harley Quinn, you know? Because it kind of sucks that she always has to be like the punching bag for that specific characterization of the Joker. I guess it makes sense for her character, kind of. But like, for just once, I want a Batman writer to be like, what if super edgy, crazy Joker makes Harley also super edgy, crazy, and she's not like super scared by it, and she has to die in like the first comic. I don't know, it just really bugs me. Like, honestly, a lot of Harley Quinn's writing just really makes me mad. I feel like, especially recently, she's not bad guy enough. Like, she's just not crazy. She's not bad guy enough. She's just like a quirky Deadpool millennial, which is fine, but I don't really like it. You know, like I like the Harley Quinn that like schemes and also goes after Batman. And I feel like the way that she's being written now just isn't as interesting, you know? Like if I don't know. I feel like she very much is starting to become like DC's Deadpool, which is just a little disappointing. A little disappointing, not gonna lie. But I will say, okay, all that rant aside, I don't think it's because she's gay. Like, I feel like I see a lot of homophobic DC character or DC enjoyers that are like, they made Harley Quinn in love with Poison Ivy, and that's just such a shitty characterization, and me. That's not the problem. Okay, the problem is not that she's a lesbian. In my opinion, I love my glorious bisexual queen, Harley Quinn. I love that she loves women. Okay? Me too, girl. Me too. But like, that's not my problem. You know, my problem is that she's not a bad guy. She's like a morally gray wisecracker, you know? And I don't want that. I want her to be bad. I want her to be evil. I want her to run around with Poison Ivy and like cause mayhem. I don't get enough evil bad girl women. Like, please, DC, please. I don't know. I kind of really love how I was like, how am I getting to DC? And now I'm just ranting about DC. I kind of really hope that they do what they did with Superman and they make a Batman movie that's like a social commentary. Like, I saw a comment the other day on a Batman TikTok, because as much as I don't want to be into it, I very much am into it, and like I refuse to admit that I'm into it, but I am into it. But I saw a comment on a Batman Court of Owls edit, I think, and they were like, I really want a Batman movie that like makes ties to the Trump administration and like the Epstein files with the Court of Owls, the same way that Superman did with Palestine. And I want that so bad. So sorry for the awkward cut. Ow, my finger. My phone was on 20, so it cut recording, and I had to take it off of its camera stand and then try to put it back in and like spring lock myself. Like, what the fuck is it called? Phone stand, I think? Methinks? Selfie stick? I don't know. I'm not with the kids. I'm not hipping with the kids. The phone stand that I got off of like Amazon, it cannot accommodate my big fat filled to the brim iPhone 11 case, because I very much am one of those girls that like stuffs so much stuff in their iPad or iPhone case and is like, I want it fit. Yeah, my phone stand like cannot hold my phone, and it snapshot on my finger and it really hurt, and I'm very brave for surviving that. Tell me in the comments how amazing I am for continuing to record after being massacred by my phone stand. Oh, I love that ear. God, wow, I'm so good at art. I think I'm gonna do her nostril too. Oh my god, how do I like shift? There you go. Okay. Anyhow, on the topic of DC, because we're back on that again. Creature Commandos is amazing, and I really want a second season. Please, James Gunn, please. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm manifesting it. I want a second season so bad. If DC does anything in like the next couple of years, that is what I want. Because I do have my problems with like how it's written, you know. I think some of the characters are pretty rushed because there's not a lot of runtime. Ooh, that's a pretty pink. I don't know if I'm gonna add that to her cheeks. I might add that to her face. I think it's really rushed in some elements, and I think some characters get too much focus and some characters don't get enough focus. Like, Buck Victor. Buck Frankenstein. And I really don't, I hate to say this, and I'm gonna get jumped by DC men in the comments for this, but I don't care about Rick Flag. I really don't. I care about Rick Flag Jr. Okay? Like, Rick Flag Jr. is cool. Rick Flag, I don't gaff. I really don't gaff. And I cannot force myself to gaff. And I just feel like he's focused on way too much. I know that he's the main character, okay? I know that. But he's not a good one, okay? I don't like him. And I think with, like, The Bride and Dr. Phosphorus, who are, like, amazing characters, and Nina, like, they should have had more focus on them. I truly in my heart of heart believe that. I really hate how little they did with Nina. Like, why did she have to die? Why can't she come back? You know, like, that's my baby, that's my girl, that's my wife, that's me, that's my twin, that's my daughter. Why did she have to die? Why, guys? Hello, every pony. It's the next day. I did not mean for filming to take me 2 days. But unfortunately, time escaped me. My girlfriend woke up, she's napping and she woke up and I wanted to spend time with her, so yeah, unfortunately, being a lesbian does limit my art. Yeah, so day 2, how we feeling, every pony? I think this is the skin color. Oof, gulp. I really hope that it is. I hope that this darkens up because I don't. Gulp. That might be the wrong color. I wish that I had those like aesthetic sketchbook spreads, you know, like I wish that I had like a ton of stickers that I could throw on my sketchbook and just make it like look amazing and mythical, and everybody would grovel at how gorgeous my sketchbook is. Like, I don't know, I've always aspired for that. I want my sketchbook to like be somebody's dream sketchbook, and I know it's not, because like right now it's just kind of chopped cheese. There's not much decoration going on. I want to decorate this page. I'll try and decorate this page, but like, I don't have much to decorate with. Like, I'm too broke for all that. I don't have like a ton of stickers. And I don't know where to start. I think that's part of it too. It's like, I don't know if I were to start collecting stickers and stuff. I don't know like how I would start. I guess just like go to Walmart and like buy a ton. I don't know. I think I need to seek out more stickers. You know what I mean? I really like how this is turning out. We're gonna go, if you've been watching and like panicking because her face looks all like milky and gross, don't worry, I am gonna go back over it with line art. I don't know, I'm in like trying to figure out how I want to do traditional art with acrylic markers. And what I've been trying recently is like putting the markers off of my initial, putting the acrylic markers like on top of my initial sketch, because I feel like, I don't know, I just like it. I don't really have a reason for why I do it. I've just been trying that out. I kind of like how this is turning out. I went to bed last night and I was like, holy cow, this is so chopped. I'm like thinking about it in my brain. I'm like, oh my god, it's so ugly and I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow and it's gonna be fucking disgusting. But low-key, it's not as bad as I was remembering. I think this is low-key kind of cute. I don't know. I like it. I don't think it's like the best thing I've made, but she's cute, you know? I still don't know what I want to do with her eyes. Like, her eyes are still really... I think I want to introduce something, because she just kind of looks a little bit boring right now. Like, I feel like I want to add something to her. I know what. I haven't watched The Boys yet. I don't know, I've heard, okay, my dad is a very avid like comic book reader. My dad is a diehard comic fan, like the actual comics. So he's read The Boys comics, and I've heard him say that like he likes the comics better than he likes the show. But I feel like the general consensus online is the exact opposite. But I also feel like I've seen a lot of people saying that they like don't like the most recent season of The Boys. So like, I don't know. I'm tempted to watch it, but at the same time, I kind of feel like I need somebody to tell me that I should watch it. Like, I feel that way with a lot of shows. Like, I need somebody to tell me I should watch it before I actually watch it. I'm also just like not a very big show person. Like, I don't tend to watch and finish shows. I wish I was a show person. I wish I was a show and movie person, but like I am just so, they can't keep my attention, you know? That's why I like movie theaters, because I feel like when I'm at a movie theater, I have to pay attention to the movie. But unfortunately, I can't watch like all movies in theater. That would be the dream. Like, that'd be the only way for me to actually focus on what I'm watching. I ended up going over her mouth pouches. Well, like, they're still kind of there. I like mouth pouches. I don't know what they're called. Jowls? Perchance? I think that's something else. Okay, I'm gonna go over this. I'm gonna line this. And then we'll maybe decorate the background. Maybe draw something there. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Sorry for a quick cut. I got distracted and I had to take a very quick break. I honestly forgot what I was talking about last. I don't think I was talking about anything last. I think that was kind of the problems. I was like really quiet. Sonic. Sorry, that just popped into my head. Sonic is another game that like I sometimes just like look at the fandom and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's one of the games that I have literally zero, just like, what is the story behind Sonic? You know, like, what is the Sonic lore? Because I know, like, okay, he's a blue hedgehog and he's super fast, and like Dr. Robotnik is evil, but like all this stuff with the Chaos Emeralds and like Shadow and Silver, what the fuck's their deal? Like, what? I don't know. What's like the Sonic lore? I'm honestly a little bit afraid of the Sonic fandom. No, but I was thinking about that like all last night. I was thinking about like while I was editing, because I made a point about like Fear and Hunger and like not knowing anything about the fandom, like not knowing anything about the story, just hearing like outlandish stuff from the fandom. I feel like there's so many fandoms like that, like fucking My Little Pony. Like, I don't know. I wish I was in more fandoms. I feel like I want to be in more fandoms, but my problem is I get really fixated on one at a time. Currently, I think the ones that I'm like thinking about the most, like the little worms that are currently occupying my brain, are probably creepypasta and Batman, which is so embarrassing to me. Like, nobody in my life can know that I'm into creepypasta. Like, that feels so embarrassing. I'm grown. I have a job. Like, No, but I'm really into it. I feel like I always tend to get into creepypasta during the colder months. It's like I got into it like February. Got back into it, I should say, because I've just been in and out of the creepypasta fandom for a hot minute. But I got back into it in like February, and then it's just kind of stuck with me since. I want to do more dumb stuff to my hair. I feel like I always change my hair. Oh my god, I got my first ever Ramona Flowers comment on my personal Instagram page. I posted like a video of like me with my hair, and I don't even remember the context behind it, but like somebody commented and was like, Ramona Flowers? Go away. I don't know, that just really bugs me, because it's like, I don't know, I feel like it always bugs me when people reduce, like, I don't know, when people see dyed hair and then they're immediately like, oh my god, you're this character, you're literally this character, and you don't act anything like that character, you don't look anything like that character, you know. When I had when my hair was blue and pink, and like the checkered pattern, people kept telling me that I looked like Twilight Sparkle. And that's just not true. And I've got now that I have a pink hair and I have a dark pink raccoon stripe, now people are telling me that I look like Pinkie Pie, and it's like, no the fuck I don't. I really don't. Like, the only resemblance is pink. Okay, like, I have pastel pink hair and a dark pink raccoon stripe. Like, I do not look like that horse. Don't even. Oh, I messed up that line so bad. Whatever. It's gonna bug me out. I go back over that. No, what else? Ever since I started dyeing my hair, like, it's been nonstop. Like, it's been constant comparisons of my hair to characters. And, like, you know, sometimes I like it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. But other times I'm like, you're so far off, man. I think you just wanna, I don't know. But I want to do more stuff with my hair. Like my raccoon tail is starting to fade, and I'm thinking of like just going the color that my raccoon tail is, and like going dark pink, and then bleaching and trying to get my raccoon stripe back, because I really like it. I have been dreaming about having a raccoon stripe for like literal years at this point. Like I used to add it to all my characters because I was so obsessed with them. Like low-key I still am, because they're so like, I love them, and I love them on me. Like, this is my first time ever doing one, and I definitely want to do it again. So I'm thinking going dark pink and bleaching a light pink raccoon stripe. But I don't know, my hair like my hair cannot take another bleaching. My family and like my friends and my lovely girlfriend are telling me that I should let my hair rest, but like, I don't know, that's so boring. Like, ever since I started doing vivid colors, I just don't want to go back to natural. I think she's fully lined. Oh no, I didn't get them this way for here. Jesus, I really messed up on this earring. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to fix that because that's ugly. I kind of want to give her like detailing above her eyelids too. Let's see. That's right. I think it's dry. If it smudges, I'm gonna cry. Also, just not the yellow that I used on the top part of her earring. Yeah, whatever, it looks fine. It looks fine. And if I obsess over it, I'm gonna keep obsessing over it, and I'm gonna end up hating it. Should I add glitter gel pen? Oh my goodness. Should I add gel pen? I don't think I want to use that. That's too like greeny. Could use an orange one. That's also kind of a little bit too neon. That's like pinky. You know what I mean? Okay, I have a stamp from the Smile For Me box set. Does this still work? It's not like dried out. Do I have to do? I think I might want to add that. Like, if I don't like it, I'll just cover it. Actually, I want to do the background first. I can sit there. I love glitter gel pens. I really do. It's cute. I might add some to her lips too. She's glittery. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go on her here. I don't want to get too heavy-handed with it, because if I add glitter everywhere, it'll be a little bit too distracting. Let me swatch this. Oh. And add that to her eyes too, I think. And then her top. Cute! Oh, she's adorable. I love her. Let's see. I'm gonna add some to her eyes too. I think I wanted to do like right where that crease that I added is. Yeah. Oh, she's so cutie. Oh, she's adorable. Okay, let's see what I haven't used on my sheet. I think a blue background would be cute for her because she's very orange-y, you know. It's a bit dark. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I think I just want like a lighter, maybe like a tealy color. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, we'll do that. And then I'll add some other stuff. Methinks. Maybe I'll do both. Can't go wrong with that. Right? Oh, I'm scared. I'll glue something in there. Maybe I'll just add more roses. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna put something there. I just don't know what. Yell at me in the comments. Actually, yell at me a lot in the comments because I want to know if y'all like this style of video. I want to know what kind of style of video you would want me to make. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot more fun than I was expecting to have recording this. But I also have I have scripts for different kinds of videos. Like I want to make a video on, I don't know if y'all remember the old Undertale comic dubs, but I have a video, I have an idea for a video like that cooking in my brain and in my notes app. But I don't know. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to see from me. Let me know what kind of content you'd like to see from me. If you like this video too. This is such a, this marker's kind of dried out, which is weird because I have not used it before. I might have to dribble some water on it or do something. Because, ooh girl, I have to talk. We're getting at the end of the video and I haven't said anything. And I feel bad because y'all have I mean, if you stuck around for this long, I'm assuming that y'all are interested. I'm gonna draw. There's so much stuff I want to draw. I really want to draw Harley Quinn. I've been thinking of just how I would design Harley Quinn, or redesign her, I suppose. I really want to give her a skullet. I really want to give her a skullet with baby bangs. I keep thinking about it because in Death of the Family, the one that I'm reading, she has half red and half blue hair, but not the tips. Her whole entire head is half red and half blue, and I love it so much. And I keep thinking about it, and I'm thinking about skullet Harley Quinn with red and blue hair. I'm ooh, I want to draw it so bad. I'm gonna grab you to this. This is one blue I really like. You can tell I like it because it's on its last breath. Grabby acrylic markers kind of stink, but they're great if you want something cheap. Oh, somebody honked. But yeah, I just keep thinking about Skullet Harley Quinn and really, I keep thinking about Poison Ivy with really long hair and flowers in her hair. I think I just want to design the Gotham villains. I really want to. I'm going back over that because I didn't like it at the top. I like it kind of as an outline, but I just don't like how, a little bit too much, you know? Okay, I'm gonna add that stamp. I think I'm gonna add I don't know what I'm gonna add. I don't know anything actually. I'm just gonna go for it, you know. Just a pretty ink. I got really lucky with a really juicy jelly roll. I bought this from Barnes and Noble with gift card from Christmas, I think. But I got really lucky that it's like a juicy one and not like super dried out, because I feel like a lot of the times with jelly rolls, they're like dead and dying and don't work. You know, you really gotta pray that you get a working jelly roll. And I did, so yay. I don't know what I'm doing on this background. At this point, I'm just adding stuff. But I kind of like it. I kind of also hate it. But I don't know. I just want to fill up the page. I want to add fun stuff. I need to get like good gel pens. I've been wanting them for quite some time. I'm probably gonna speed through this part because I feel like I have nothing to say. But I'll do an outro and I'll do like a shot of this final spread, whatever else I decide to add to it. I might totally undo everything I just did with the background because I kinda hate it, not gonna lie. But we'll see. Add more roses to like this because I want to make like a joint, combine the page kind of thing. I don't know. I kind of like how it's turning out. I also kind of like hate it, but I also kind of hate like all of my traditional art. So kind of par for the course with me. Just for some reason, the traffic outside my window is always the loudest on the days that I decide, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sit down and film today. So sorry about that. I know for a matter of fact you can probably hear the cars outside because they're so loud. And I very often catch them on film because they're so loud. The place that I live has a very big motorcycle population, like a lot of people here motorbike, because you can get your motorcycle license for very cheap, I believe. I actually think it might be free to get your motorcycle license. I know my mom has hers. So there's just a lot of motorbikes here, which is strange because we're also known for being really shitty drivers, so you'd think that like they wouldn't give the population of where I live any kind of free license. I don't like that pink. So thank God I caught myself in time because I despise that pink. Oh hey, if I add 44, I can knock off another color. I don't think I said this in the intro. I probably should have, but the whole reason I'm like making this spread with these colors is because I'm trying to swatch all my Artex markers because I just ordered some new ones and I want to use up all the ones that I haven't yet. I don't like that color. Maybe that would be cute. I don't know what I'm doing. I almost never know what I'm doing when it comes to traditional art, which is part of why it's so fun, but also part of why it stresses me out so bad, because I like literally never have a plan. I just kind of do it. I guess some people probably like that about traditional art. I don't. I like to plan. I think with traditional art, I feel very out of control. Like, if I mess up on something in traditional art, it's gonna have to stay ugly. Whereas if I mess up on something in digital art, I can fix it. That is so atrocious. Okay, I think that's the finished spread. Oh, I need to add my signature. Add one more rose up here. Freehanding roses is really fun. Highly recommend if you're really art block to just kind of draw some roses. Because they're honestly quite easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, there you go. Add my signature. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Put it up here. Cutie. All right. I think that's it completely done. Oh, I need to add these stickers. Hold on. Almost finished. We'll add those down here. 44. 23A. And 2A60. Okay. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching if you've watched this far. I'll post the finished product on my community tab and on my TikTok. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching.